Hey there, it's Paul Bright here, founder of the Beginner Guitarist Academy. In this video, I want to answer a question that people come to me all the time and ask in some kind of form or other. And basically what they say is, I've just bought a guitar, I'm fairly new to the guitar, and what I want to do is, or I know a couple of basic chords, and what I want to do is be able to play some great sounding, kind of recognizable songs. And Paul, what are some easy songs that I can play on the guitar or learn on the guitar? So, I get that question all the time from people in, some sort of form or another. So in this video, I want to reveal, a bunch of songs that I think are great to start out with, especially when you're just starting out on the guitar, or if you've been playing the guitar for a little while, but still kind of playing at that beginner slash maybe even intermediate level. These are great songs you can learn fairly quickly on the guitar. They use, just some really critical basic guitar chords, and they're great and they sound really good too. And these are the songs I actually teach in my Guitar Kickstarter system. So if you're a customer of my Guitar Kickstarter system, you can go through and learn each of these songs that I'll be mentioning in this video. If you want more information about the Guitar Kickstarter system, I'll include a link below the video so you can check that out. Now, I'll also be revealing in this video my simple 3-step system I use in my Guitar Kickstarter system when teaching songs. It's a really simple process. It's how I go about learning songs, riffs, licks, or solos on the guitar, and it's really simple, and I'll go through that simple 3-step system in this video as well, so you can kind of steal that and use that and apply that on the guitar, which just makes things that much easier. So the very first song I actually learned how to play on the guitar, which is always one of the first songs I teach people on the guitar, is Wild Thing by the Troggs. So it's a really kind of classic song, but it's a really popular, very recognizable song, and it's a great song because it only uses 3 simple chords, which are the A major, the D major, and the E major chord. So you got that. So you get that wild thing, you make my heart sing. Definitely not much of a singer, but it's just got 3 chords: the A major, D major, and the E major chords. And in terms of strumming, it's just real simple down, 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 down strumming pattern. So it was one of the very first songs I learned how to play on the guitar, and it's something I always recommend people starting off with. Sounds great and it's easy to learn. The next song I recommend people learning is Hound Dog by Elvis. So it uses those 3 chords, the A, D, and E major chord, and it's based off the 12-bar blues. So another easy song. Another song I learned, and this was actually the second song I learned how to play on the guitar, was Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. So that's just a simple 4 chords, simply 4 chords: G, E minor, C, and D, played in that order, just repeated all the way throughout the song. And it uses a strumming pattern that you need to learn on the guitar, which is down, down, up, up, down, up. That strumming pattern can be used in a whole heap of songs, so it's really important you learn it. If not, you can actually even adapt that strumming pattern. So that's Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. Another song I recommend learning is Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. So if you can play Last Kiss by Pearl Jam, you'll be able to play Brown Eyed Girl because it's the exact same chords: the G major, E minor, C major, and D major chords, the same strumming pattern. It's just basically sped up a little bit, and the chords are just played in a different order. That's it. So same chords, just in a different order. So that's Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Another Van Morrison song I recommend learning is Gloria. So you've got that Gloria. So you've got that kind of, it's really simple. It's E, D, and A major chords. So that's another song I recommend learning. Good Riddance by Green Day. A great song, fairly simple. You can either pick it like that, or you can just strum. So either way, it's fairly simple to play. Another song you can learn, it's a fairly simple song, is Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton, and it has a little lead part at the beginning, which is a great way to learn lead, but just basically. So a nice simple kind of lead part, and it's just got a simple chord progression. and you know, it's a great song to learn. Another Eric Clapton song you can learn is Lay Down Sally, 3 chords, another great 3-chord song, so a nice simple one as well. Another song I recommend learning, which I teach in the Guitar Kickstarter system, is Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival, or CCR. Nice song to learn. There's Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. There's House of the Rising Sun by The Animals. That one's a little bit more trickier because it uses the F major chord. And even actually go back to Sweet Home Alabama, it can be a bit of a tricky song, but if you can actually really simplify it, and it's just got, you know, for the chorus, it's so it's a really great song where you can kind of just strum. You know, it can get more technical, but it's a great song that you can just strum and everyone can sing along with. Another song I recommend learning is Blister in the Sun by the Violent Femmes. Another song I recommend learning, and it's the final one that I'll cover in this video, is Let It Be by the Beatles. Great song, a little bit more challenging. It uses the F major chord like House of the Rising Sun, so kind of might be one of those songs that you learn, you know, you learn at the end, especially when you've got other songs that are fairly, they're a lot easier than that one, but it's still a great song, fairly simple, but it is a, you know, a kind of getting, still easy, but it's a little bit more trickier than the other one, so it's a great song to kind of progress to. So that's a bunch of songs. I'll include all these below the video so you can check them out. There's songs, again, I teach in my Guitar Kickstarter system. Go through, I break down what the chords are, how to play each chord, how to, you know, do the strumming, and, you know, a whole bunch more. So if you want to learn more about that, you can certainly check that out if you're not a customer or you haven't gone through that yet. Or if you are a customer, then, you know, log into the members area and keep going through with your training, because I do cover those chords. Now, I also want to reveal in this video my simple 3-step system you can use when learning a song. So if you are learning one of those songs on the list, well, you know, what's the process I go through and how do I do it? Well, step 1 is to work out what chords are played and in what order. So, you know, you need to sit down and work out, also known as, you know, the chord progression. That's step number 1. So, you know, let me give you an example. Say Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. So what I would do is I would pick the song I want to learn, Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. Then I would find out what chords are played and in what order, which is step 1. So I need to know the chord progression. So I could go to a site like Ultimate Guitar, could go to maybe Songster, or some sort of maybe sheet music. You know, if I've got that, if you know, I guess more advanced, I can listen into it and try and learn it by ear, but most likely you'll go to some sort of tablature site such as Ultimate Guitar and find out, you know, get the chord charts. You'll have the lyrics on there and you'll be able to see what chords are played, and you'll find that it's G, E minor, C major, D major, just those 4 chords repeated throughout the whole song. So that's step 1, what chords are played and in what order, also known as the chord progression. So we know that it's G, E minor, C, D. Step 2 is to work out what strumming pattern is being used to tie those chords together. So step 2 is basically working out what do we do with our strumming hand. So step 1 is all about our fretting hand, our left hand if you're a right-handed guitarist, or vice versa if you're a left-handed guitarist. So step 1 is all about our fretting hand. Step 2 is all about our strumming hand. So to learn this, it can be a bit trickier, but what you do is if you learn some basic strumming patterns like the down, down, up, up, down, up, like I cover in the Kickstarter system, you can easily adapt that strumming pattern, or you can watch videos, or you can try and listen to it by ear. The strumming is one of those things that does take a bit of practice and a bit of getting used to, because you're trying to work out that rhythm, but it does come with time. And, you know, again, if you go through different courses, they'll teach different strumming patterns and you try and learn those, and you know, it gets easier to adapt. But step 2 is to work out, you know, really what are you doing with the strumming hand that you're using to tie those chords together. Step 3 is simply just a matter of putting it all together. Now, what I recommend doing is, generally with learning songs, is breaking the songs into, you know, kind of bite-sized chunks. So you may learn the intro, you may learn the verse, you may learn the chorus, and, you know, if the second verse is exactly the same as the first, or if not, learn the next verse. So you're just learning these chunks. So you know, the normal chunks are kind of like the intro, verse, chorus, and, you know, maybe an outro or a kind of a solo or whatever it may be, or a pre-chorus, but generally you'll have intro, verse, and chorus. In terms of a Last Kiss by Pearl Jam, pretty much the good thing I love about it, which is why one of the reasons I teach it, you know, kind of straight up in my courses, is because the chord progression for the verse is exactly the same as the chorus. It's just got that chord progression. So I'm breaking it into chunks, and I can apply my 3-step system. Step 1 is the chords: G, E minor, C, D. The strumming pattern for that song is down, down, up, up, down, up. And then pretty much all it does is I just tie it together, which is step 3 again, is putting it all together. So down, down, up, down, up. So you can see I'm just going G, E minor, C and D, just using that strumming pattern from step 2, step 3, I'm just putting it together. And that is how I go about learning songs. And it's the way I teach people how to learn and play songs on the guitar. I think it's the easiest way to do it. You break things into chunks and then apply that 3-step system. So hopefully you found this video of use. So if you have that question, well, what are some easy songs I can learn to play on the guitar? Well, I've just listed a whole bunch of great sounding songs that you can play. If you want a hand with this, either log into the Guitar Kickstarter system if you're a customer or a member of that. If not, I'll include some information that you can check out below this video. But if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Here to help. But until then, happy strumming.